How do I do you want me to start the mic one sec?
I'm just looking at the sound machine and I have one for Mike Birbiglia.
And what a great lead into something we were subject to today.
Bye.
Mike Birbiglia. We decided as comedy fans to watch his special, but it was everything but. I did jot down some notes, but I don't know. Is there anything you want to start off at the top with him? How do you know Mike?
I guess from Orange is the New Black and from Girls and from Broad City.
Nice.
Yeah.
Same. I'm basically know him from OINTB, TNB, OTNIB. Orange is the New Black on Netflix. And I watched one or two of his specials before that.
Nice.
To kind of be like, I would watch stand-up comedy on Netflix on my computer in like 2010.
Yeah, that's nice.
In Boston. And so I would watch people, and I thought he was kind of fine. But he since kind of has morphed into my enemy.
Me too. I don't know what to do.
What is the name of the special again?
The Old Man and the Pool.
That sounds cute. That sounds like... What do you mean? I think the idea is that with Mikey, is that you're supposed to kind of be hanging out with him and you're supposed to just be enjoying his funny little taste slice of life. Is there something in my mouth?
No, sorry. I'm do I look up? Am I?
No, because my lips feel really dry ever since I watched
okay.
that special. I think it sucked the life out of me.
I feel slice of life is just so funny.
It's such a bad term.
It's such a bad term. And he's not giving that either. I don't like him.
I think that might be my problem with him, is that a lot of the things I guess are supposed to be relatable, but I don't really relate to a lot of them. Not because I'm so wacky and have had such a crazy life. I just think that they're, I don't know, corny, and I don't.
They are really corny. Yeah.
I wrote down some stuff down.
Okay, let's hear it.
Whoops. Okay. So, the first thing I noticed initially was that his delivery is very sleepy. And I think that's to get you on his plane. So he's just kind of like,
yeah.
And I walk down the store as one does. This isn't the voice. I'll get it, but he's kind of like, and so you're supposed to kind of I think it kind of disarms you. I don't know.
Totally. He seems like he's high, but not in a fun way. Yeah. In a way where he just is talking and talking and talking and
Yeah, we want him fun like Cheech and Chong high, and he's acting more like I don't know, Bill Maher, who's a really Jonah Hill. Sorry, Jonah. I was gonna do another joke, but I'll end it there.
You just apologized for being fatphobic. What was the joke?
What did I say? Wait. Oh, my fatphobic joke for the Ron Swanson one?
No, the one that you were just gonna make about Jonah Hill.
Oh, I mean, I was just gonna make something about how the apartment building, when we would he could have him on to explain his side of the story. Just we don't have that much of this side, and we probably don't have enough sides too. I hope you really like that. Thanksgiving, you're more of a anyway. We'll cut that for the cool guys. We'll do a Patreon for all the assholes. Dad, it'll be nice to meet ya. Meet ya. Yeah, that whole ending it off the hey y'all.
Meet ya.
Grew up in New York City. Hey y'all. Speaking of Mike Birbiglia, sleeping delivery. So I wanted to. In his world, everyone is nice to him, which that's okay, but that's not really a real depiction of it. He goes I'm going to my doctor, and my doctor says, hey. You don't have a conversation like that with your doctor. You're like, is everything okay with me? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, so the vitals are this, and I gotta go. I'm busy. They're not shaking hands with you, and they're not doing Mark Maron's WTF 2-hour interview with you. Okay? So, and everyone believes this. I don't buy it for a second.
No, I don't either. You're getting good, yeah.
The doctor says, no one does cardio. And then I say, I know I do cardio. Well, a little bit of cardio. I'm asleep. Thank you. My child is asleep. Thank you so much, Mike Birbiglia. I actually found a use for you. A-hole. Because I know you have a daughter. Normal story told very slow.
Yeah.
We covered that.
Okay.
Shirt is from 15 years ago.
It really is.
Every time he puts out a special, his clothing is always from 10 years before the sale rack at Urban Outfitters at H&M. Actually, I'm going to have to go to like H&M's probably accurate, right?
You're right. The kind of navy blue button up with some kind of dotted pattern on it.
I'm fun. I'm dad at a barbecue. Take your cues from Nanette. She goes solid colors to make yourself smaller, which anyone would do. Right? And like, you know, any sort of shirt pattern, unless it's like stripes and you really have to be stylish to pull that off, is going to look dated. I think that's why comedians wear suits, a la Jerry Seinfeld from the TV show Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Nice.
He's also in Comedians in Cars Getting.
Coffee.
Would you go on that show?
No. I don't like Jerry Seinfeld.
And what about Michael Richards?
Okay.
We've talked about this extensively. We forgive him. Bleep.
No, that's not going in the podcast.
We don't, but that's not going in the podcast. Just kidding. Michael Racist is... No.
No. I would love to take a ride around the block with Kramer. Okay.
Yeah. Our friend Elle put it best. I love Kramer. I hate the actor.
Yeah.
Who got away with the ticket?
Our friend Elle. She beat the ticket. Nice. Congrats.
Congrats. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Hang on. So, Mike Birbiglia.
Mm-hmm.
Bad style. He tells a part in the special where his apartment gets flooded, which happened. There was a big downpour here in Brooklyn. He also lives here. He lives in Carroll Gardens, which is like the rich part. It's the Italian rich neighborhood. It's basically Park Slope. I used to live there for a couple months and I saw him. He looks worse in person.
Oh my God, you did? You didn't tell me this.
Yeah, a couple times. Like with his daughter and stuff. He's like...
That's good.
I said, hey, I know a good dentist. He said, why? I said, well, look, Eddie Murphy's really only one of the... You got to be like Eddie Murphy to pull off the gap in the teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't be ugly and then, you know. Anyway, whatever. So Birbiglia is rich. So his apartment flooded in the big storm here in Brooklyn, and he got an Airbnb. That's very irresponsible because that's a bad company. Okay.
Nice. We got him. And we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You're driving the rent up in the neighborhood by supporting this business, okay? He has a joke from the Airbnb bit. He goes, Airbnb, which by the way, they don't give you breakfast. And then he pauses and everyone's like, and he's like, he does this thing. He holds for applause and laughter before it starts, you know, and then you kind of have to. I don't feel like these people are obligated to. They're his fans. That's why they're doing it. But it's just corny.
My God. It is so... I can't.
He'll go like, and my daughter pooped her pants. And then people are like, yeah, okay.
It's really bad that he's like, he is 40.
Yeah, I think 44, yeah.
Okay, he's 44. And he's making a lot of penis jokes in that way of like a locker room. It's just not even jokes, though, is the thing.
That's his whole thing, is that he wants to talk to you about basically being a child. He's kind of like a big child, which is like, whatever.
It's creepy.
But he's like, oh, and he tells you stories in this very like whimsical way where you're supposed to kind of like be tied in. And the thing is that he really believes himself, which is fine, I think, as a performer, sure. But it's just so cringy. I know that sounds stupid or an overused word, but it truly is here, right?
It definitely is.
And I actually remember when I kind of started to fall off with him. I watched the first couple of his specials, but he tells a story of being a child and going on a date in an amusement park and going on like a tilt-a-whirl with a girl that he loves, and it's going great and he's having a great time and they eat the funnel cake and all this stuff, and then they go on the ride and he throws up. But he's like, and he's so ashamed that I think the girl leaves the car and he's like, and that was the last time he saw her. But he's like, oh, and the shame of sitting there and the throw ups on me. And people are all laughing. And it's just like, this story sucks. It's gross. Funnel cake, how's being looked to the Ron Swanson joke for that one. But it's just like,
funnel cake is, as a kid, it's so good, but like it's actually,
it's gnarly.
it is good.
But that's his whole thing. Is he's like, oh, as a boy, oh, I went. When you go into the library, the books they're really big. They're really big. They could fall. It's just like, and it's like, what? Okay.
It's good.
Can I get a dick joke? Or a tit joke?
I'd rather a tit joke. The dick jokes are weird.
Can we get a tit joke?
Can we get a tit joke?
I'll even take an ass
Why
joke.
is he's never said pussy? Has he said pussy before ever?
No. And
Yeah.
that makes him...
Pussy?
Thank you. I want one of them. Sorry.
He's pussy. He's pussy for not saying pussy?
He's a loser for not saying pussy.
Literally.
No, I mean, it's not that he has to be edgy. He's just... I don't think he's as classy of an act as he quite thinks he is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
This is what I wrote. He's not masculine and he's very okay with it. I'm not saying you have to be Hulk Hogan. But the thing is that he kind of like is just, he's kind of schlubby.
He is.
Which is fine. But he really leans into it. And I think the idea is that like, it's okay to be like this. And it's like, well, sure. But like, it's not everybody, please. I don't like guys like this.
Yeah.
They're annoying. They're too nice.
Yeah.
I want them to swear at me.
Yeah.
I don't want Mike Birbiglia to swear at me. It'd probably be the biggest joke in the world. Like,
what would he even say?
Hey man, do you think he says man to people?
Yes.
Hey man. Okay. I don't know. I'd have to, well, I can't say this. I was gonna say I have to push his daughter or something like that. Una. Why do I know that?
My partner told me that his wife is a poet.
Oh, God. Maybe one of them is talented. She probably is good. Maybe she's supporting the family. It's not going to be off of that Netflix special. It might be off of that Netflix special. I don't know if it's going to be from that. Well, it could be from the Netflix special. Well, he could make a little bit of money. There are a lot of people in that theater. Okay, well.
I knew you wouldn't be able to refrain.
Did that sound like one of his jokes?
Yeah, that was
Thank
good.
you.
No, yeah, totally, it did.
I challenge you to a special off. I just made my new one, but he wants to do another spell. I could probably do a good one. I might have to get Jack Antonoff to help me. Well, he could help you. He's friends with Taylor Swift. You were in her video. Well, okay.
Why?
How hard is it?
Why?
I just did 5 minutes.
Nice.
That's the cover. So can we screenshot that? Birbiglia, can I use your crew? Do you have a production company? I love you.
Why the fuck was he in the Taylor Swift video? That doesn't make any
Because Jack
sense.
Antonoff and Taylor Swift are friends, and Jack Antonoff and Mike Birbiglia are friends.
Oh, they are?
Remember?
No.
I showed you a video of them hanging out on YouTube. And there's another video where they go to the diner and they're hanging out. And he's like, and Jack Antonoff's like, I don't know, Mike and I are just friends. Yeah, you probably met at the Playboy Mansion in a pool full of gold coins. Okay, you're friends because you're both celebrities.
Oh my God.
And that's why Mike Birbiglia schlubbed onto the set of a Taylor Swift. They're like, Taylor, can I get your autograph? And like, sir, you can't come in here. I'm actually in the video. He doesn't look like he would be in a Taylor Swift video. That's probably why they got you for the video. What is it? Video. Is it on my face? It's my. Oh, I was trying to draw the little headset on my face. I was trying to draw Birbiglia's little headset. Generally, the weather in the kitchen is generally that it's not raining. Maybe we should call a plumber. Maybe we should call a new house. I told my therapist. We're doing therapist jokes still?
I know. Isn't that ridiculous?
We don't do therapist jokes.
No, but
We
that's
do
what I'm saying.
therapists.
Oh, nice.
Joe. I'm leaving that in.
That's really good. All the jokes he made, first of all, let me clarify again. I just want to reiterate, they're not jokes. And they're more of, I guess, comments on...
Slice of life.
But they're so over... Even what he's discussing are things that are so over-discussed. Always have been over-discussed.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just so fucking... I hate it. It's not boring. It's so boring. It's not... What is he offering?
Nothing. I think he makes people feel safe in their smug life, you know. But I also was thinking his takes are like 20 years old. Maybe he found them in that shirt that he was wearing. That special.
It's just like he's just like boring and dull, so like everyone likes him because he's like not threatening.
Yes.
That is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say he's technically alt comedy because he all of his specials he phrases as shows.
No,
so he does them on Broadway.
He's alt comedy. This is his attitude towards like everything he's telling is like, and then, oh wait, no, sorry, not that one. This one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's his attitude the whole time.
Yeah. And it's like everyone's little, like...
And then he does
It's like a little Charlie Brown attitude.
It's a Charlie.
It's like a little cloud falling around.
It is the Charlie Brown attitude.
Well, it could do. Yeah. Even serious things. Well, here's the problem, too, is that he's relatively serious most of the time. There's a light humor to everything that he says. And then he doesn't really change his tone, but he'll change his volume. And then the audience is... commanded basically to get quiet and has to immediately get serious, basically making him seem smart when he just did it with his, if you're lowering the volume of your voice, the audience is going to be quiet because they need to hear your ass. Also, your microphone looks like a little Slim Jim or whatever the fuck, so that's probably why they can't hear you, asshole. And when he's like, and so we were walking down the street and, you know, and I got a phone call from my brother, which my brother never calls me. Maybe it's going to be good. And well, I picked up the call, even though I didn't want to pick up the call. And well, and then he said, you know, by the way, he's like doing a handstand at this point because he's so physically stupid. He's like on the floor though. And he's like, and then, you know,
doing a handstand is so funny.
And, you know, dad's in the hospital.
What is he doing?
And everyone's like,
it's like not even really, it's not physical comedy, right? Because he's like, it's not physical comedy,
No.
but what would you classify it as? I guess he's
well,
trying
I guess
to.
it is.
No, we have to classify it as something else. I'm not okay with that. It's something like he's like kind of trying to play off the clumsiness, but it's obviously really rehearsed.
Yeah.
And it's just the awkwardness of it. Like,
yeah, I mean, you're supposed to be, you're people are the ongoing charm of it is that he's kind of regular and schlubby looking and that he's moving around and all this stuff. But like, I'm over that, the humor of that immediately.
Yeah.
Know? Say something funny, asshole. I know that's harsh.
Even the way he's holding the mug is fucking funny. It's ridiculous.
He comes out with this like two-tone, what is it called? Ceramic style mug. You know, he bought it in Brooklyn near my house. And so, yeah, it's just pretentious. Bring out a Poland Spring. I want a brand on that. I want Coca-Cola water out there. No, but he comes out with maybe it's a mug of tea, you know, for his boy. You know, he's healthy. Yes, not from the looks of it.
Yeah.
And on my next note, one of the edgiest things he said in the special was humps. I think it was, you know. You
oh my God.
And everyone's like, oof. I think an old woman fainted. Oh, my stars. Humps sucks, okay? Leave it up to Fergie.
Nice. Humps does suck. It's gross. It's ridiculous, and he said it a lot.
And you hump this, and you hump that. He does this thing where he'll say something very like gross, and then he'll be like, "Stick with me." He'll be like, "Well," and then I saw a man rubbing his genitalia and his testicles. Hang on, please, don't leave the theater. And everyone's like, "Don't worry, Mike. We're here for you all night long. One more IPA, please. Blueberry sounds great. I want a PBR at my shows. I want glass in my eye when I leave. And I want my voice to be hoarse. Fuck you, Mike." My comics, I scream at them. Jerry, thank you. That was very respectful of you not to toss me off of your show in New York City. And my next note. Okay, I feel like this all spawns from this like office type humor of like office viewers. Sorry, am I steamrolling like Amy Poehler in Parks and Recreation? All the bacon. I'm gonna say it. Ron Swanson might be funnier than Mark Birbiglia. Who's it? Mike Burbank? Ron Swanson is funnier than Mike Birbiglia.
There you go. Co-signed.
Thank you. That's not what that means, but our house is going to be a money pit. I feel like this all spawns from this office humor, which The Office is a good show, as we talk about.
As we know.
But it's like we're the only... It's this type of guy in The Office where it's like, or the Office viewer where like the only depiction of masculinity is in a mocking way where it's like, hello, good sir. And so I went down to the office and, you know, the guy who works there is one of these masculine types. And he's like, huh, you know, it's like everything's kind of done in like a mockingly way. Why can't you just be normal if you feel that way? It's going to be like, and yes to you. Good sir. No, I want to be, hey, get the fuck out of my way. I mean, maybe. This guy's from Massachusetts. It doesn't seem like it. He seems like he's from, yeah.
It doesn't seem like it. No, you're right. That's fucking funny.
His whole thing is like, this is bad, but it'll be better. You know, it's like, oh, well, you know, life's bad, it'll be better. No, it won't. If your dad dies, it won't be better. Go to therapy.
My favorite part, we watched, what do you think? Maybe 30 minutes? We watched 30 minutes of the special. My favorite part was actually just the only time I laughed, a real one, was the retelling of, it was something somebody else said, but it was when he got bullied. And I don't know how young he was, but he was getting bullied while he was in school and they called him like Big Head Leah.
I love it.
That's fucking funny.
It's great. I hope it was Bill Burr. He's from Massachusetts.
Hey, Mike Big Head Leah.
And well, I did have a big head. It's really true. Maybe you should stand up for yourself. Don't stand up for yourself. I don't want to keep doing this. I hate him. Oh my God. I was mad during the special. You saw that, right?
I was mad too. My partner says I have something called SNL face. And which is the one and only time my partner asked me to watch SNL with them. It was like last year, I guess, current-ish SNL. I look like I want to commit murder, apparently, because I'm so angry during the whole thing.
I thought we had a knife on here. Or a gun for murder. I don't know. We should just get away from guns, right?
Yeah. So apparently I just look...
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah. Yeah, you can't hide how you're feeling.
Disgust. And I think that was today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Birbiglia has passed away. No, I can't help it. Well, if I find something annoying, if I've seen it before, I talk through it.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend is like, just be silent. I want to watch this. So I have to, and it's really hard. I was showing her the preview, which is 2 minutes long, and I was like,
really biting your
tongue?
tongue?
You could fry an egg on my fucking head. For real, I was just like, fuck you. Because he's doing that whole bit where he's talking about to his doctor.
Yeah, my face got flushed like twice during the thing. I got like red. Something on the inside was happening. And you have to talk. It's so like uncomfortable, and it's so terrible that you have to talk during it to ease the tension.
Oh, totally.
I can't. Otherwise it's too much for me to take in. I can't do it.
It's awkward and self-serving.
I can't.
At one point during the viewing that we didn't even finish out of disgust, I called him Leibowitz Light because
he wishes.
I know Fran Leibowitz, who I love, would rip this fucker apart. I don't know how.
They should go head to head.
I'd love it.
Line for line.
I'd love to.
Their voices are very different.
I mean, think about it. She's friends with Martin Scorsese. He's friends with Jack Antonoff. I think we know who's like the cooler one.
Case closed.
And Mark loves her. Marty loves her.
Nice. Yeah.
He does.
I know.
He's going nuts. People don't know how to walk anymore in New York City. No, it used to be that you'd move a little bit and that, they'd move out of the way. But no, now they just walk right toward you and, you're supposed to move out of the way for them. And he's like dying. It's like, ugh. People don't know how to make a comedy special anymore. They go up on stage and they get the little the thing in the mic, and they're talking about, no one's really men anymore. She said that. Except James Franco. I want you back. Should we start doing I want you back drops? Kind of. I don't care about him.
So funny. That's so funny.
God, I have a lot of notes in this fuck. We can stop one.
No, keep going.
I wrote hands in pockets when he's talking about vaginas.
Oh my God.
This scene where he walks into like the locker room he's a child and he's like, I walk in, I see 100 vaginas, and everyone's like, and he's like, stay with me, huh? And then I go into the men's room and I see 100 penises, which is so much more shocking. And I'm trying to look for child penises like mine. Don't cut this out. With a couple sloppy types, you could ruin a man's career.
It's awful.
What about a sloppy outfit? Right? It's like I'm immature.
No, he sucks. He fully sucks.
One thing you pointed out, we noticed kind of together in the Birbiglia special. This is a stretch. I think it's obvious that at this point we're trying to get him canceled, right? He multiple times slipped into gay voice.
He did,
but not depicting any gay thing. And I thought, this is just my idea as a writer, fan of a writer, Brett. I think when you slip into gay voice, it's a subtle way to make straight people laugh, whether or not they know it, because it's so ingrained in our like humor to be like, "Hey," like
no, like literally,
totally.
That's what he did. Like
I'm
3
surprised
different
you didn't
times.
burst out laughing when I just did that. Thank you for holding that back, like someone else when we were watching the Mike Birbiglia special. Thank you.
Oh my God, no! We only watched 30 minutes, and I had a 3 count tally of the times that he did a voice that was completely offensive, and for what? Yeah, I think that what you said is true. It's like a subconscious way to get a laugh, but the voice itself isn't even funny. It's just kind of feminine.
The femme gay voice was always employed at the end of the joke. I think when he felt like it wasn't working. The example that I have is that he was talking about, as someone from Massachusetts, he has this accent all wrong. He grew up in Worcester and he was talking about being in the pool in Worcester, and that the old man who worked at the pool dumped a lot of chlorine. He's like, we're going to put a lot of chlorine in this pool, which is kind of mass. But then as he goes on, he kind of turns into gay voice. And so you kids will be all, I don't even know. I can't do it. I swore I wouldn't do that as a joke. And the audience goes wild for gay voice. I said, is this Mike Birbiglia's new special or is this American Pie with Jason Biglia? I just thought of that.
It's really good.
Actually, you know what? Of course he has that American Pie humor. He was hanging out with Jason Biggs on the set of Orange is the New Black. Taylor shilling all of his material.
I rest my case. Nice.
I rest my case, a 100-pound case, on Mike Birbiglia's head, and it's going to squash like a pancake. I rest in peace. Mike Birbiglia. We hate him.
We do.
So this means I can never do a set with him, right?
No.
I mean, like, he'll probably never, like, I go on, I start going over to fucking Comedy Smeller or whatever it's called. I'm hanging out with Jenny Slade and, Seth Rogen. All the people that hang out, like, none of them hang out at the Comedy Cellar. And Eddie Murphy's back. And I'm friends with them, and I'm getting a TV spot. I'm getting deals. Howard Stern's asking me about tits and
my God.
dicks. And so what's the deal? Are you gay? Boom! This episode comes out. He did say a couple of bad jokes about me. He called me a fleek. No, I didn't. And career's over. And then I have to go to Red Scare. And then I don't know. That happened quickly. You ruined my career, buddy.
Oh my God.
Buddy.
Buddy is nasty. It's so...
I'm over him. I want him done.
There's a whole more. How many more pages?
Just one. We skipped a couple.
Of Birbiglia jokes.
No, that can be. I mean, we really. I feel like I've done my whole chunk on.
No, just say what's last, please. You have to.
Well, yeah, I wrote he just has to get quiet and then it's serious. What? Okay, this kind of thing, but he kind of Mike Birbiglia will make his own like kind of language, and then you have to kind of subscribe to it. So it kind of is an automatic joke. He'll be like, and so my daughter, she's 2 years old, which you have to love now. Now he's such a sweet guy for having a daughter, and she can't fully talk, speak English. So she calls me da poo poo, and well, so I walk upstairs every night. Da poo poo walks upstairs, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
and I say, da poo poo's here, and she says hi to poo poo, and I say, that's me, I'm da poo poo. By the way, this is not a bit. This is just in the style. I made this up in 2 seconds.
It's exactly it. Oh my God.
Lauren Michaels, sister of Lauren, flat stomach. Give me a call. You're listening to Flat Stomach. Dandruff. Oh, CGI this out.
Flat stomach is funny. It's okay. I have something going on too.
I shampoo my hair for dandruff preemptively, and then it gives me dandruff. Do I just have too? Is my scalp too good?
I think so. If there's no problem, you're creating a problem.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I have dandruff trauma. It's my ex-boyfriend's name is Dan. His last name's Druff. What can I say? That sucks. But it's better than I'm Bigly a joke. I'll tell you that much. It's kind of a redneck. I was thinking about my girlfriend tracked down my relatives in Queens. So I was thinking about just crashing whatever thing they have going on.
That's
Show them
funny.
my ID.
Nice.
I believe I'm part of the family. This is some good food. Some good shit. You make this, Grandma? She's an old lady. She's like, no me gusta. I'm your grandfather. Or son. I'm drunk. Can I get money for ride home? Oh my God, I'm doing that to them. Do you want to come?
Yes, I do. That's so funny. Please.
Do we look alike? Be honest. That whole it's like my sister. I'm like, come here, come on. Give me a real kiss. Come on. God, this is a good idea. Is this pervy?
No, it's you and your father.
Yes, I am married, but what if I meet my sister and I'm attracted to her? She looks like Salma Hayek. What am I going to do?
Like Salma Hayek.
Or Penelope Cruz. Right? It's like all we have. God, racist ass. Movie company, whatever. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I did notice the Writers Guild was looking very white. Bret Easton Ellis told a story about the Writers Guild, and it was a picture on the front page of LA Times or something like that. Uh-huh. And it was the CEO of Disney it was a picture of him, and he had his arms folded and his sunglasses on, his hair slicked back. And then underneath it was pictures of all the writers. And he went up to his boyfriend, Todd, and he said, what do you think of this guy? And he pointed to the Disney CEO, and he said, Todd said, calm and collected. And he said, and what do you think of these guys? And he said, losers. Just based on the picture, which I think maybe I might say the same thing. Because, the strike wasn't quite... Sorry, this is getting political really fast. But I feel like the strike wasn't like the coal miners would shit on their face. It was like dudes in like Allbirds, like Mike Birbiglia, and like Ray-Bans, and,
I hear you.
So, yeah. Anyway.
So, yeah.
I'm glad you guys got your thing going again so you can put on Orange is the New Black season 24. Which, did my audition tape get in for that?
Did you know that we know somebody that was in Orange is the New Black?
Who? Yeah.
Somebody that comes into the coffee shop was an extra. Because
Really?
she looks scummy as fuck. Like she would be in fucking jail. Who is it? The scummiest customer we have that's a woman.
Is this true? Do I know this person's name? Oh, yes. Of course I know who it was.
Are you going to write it down a pad?
Because this person is loco, we will not be disclosing their name. Sorry.
Yes.
I knew it. So I get $100. tacking on my Muji gift card. That sucks.
That is funny.
I was podcast friends with the guy that plays the Piper's brother in Orange is the New Black because I worked at a coffee shop and he would go in every day and we started talking about podcasts.
Nice.
And he told me about one called Up and Vanished. And he wrote it down on a piece of paper.
Like true crime stuff?
Yeah, true crime. Sorry.
I like it.
And so we're friends. And then the other woman, the woman that plays Piper Chapman's best friend who sleeps with Jason Birbiglia in, you know what who I'm talking about? In the first season.
Yeah.
This is the Orange is the New Black podcast. In the first season, she was a regular too. And she would talk to me about things all the time. And she said to me one time, it's so weird because I only know you in the context of this coffee shop. So isn't it so weird to get have these like really deep conversations? Like I feel like I like tell you things and I even know things about you. Isn't it just so crazy? And I said, yeah, here's your cappuccino. And then my headshot was wrapped around the base of it too. And so I never saw her again. Maria Dizia.
Yeah, she's hot.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you remember
She has big titties.
you see her you see her breasts in that show. It's kind of an unexpected scene, but that show was Titty City, let's be real.
Titty City is so fucking funny. It is Titty City. It's actually ridiculous.
So much. We were talking Natasha Lyonne. I've been waiting for a long time to see those. Laura Prepon. I've been waiting a long time to see those.
Ew, when you were watching that 70s show, you were like, I want to see Laura Prepon.
Yeah, hey, Eric, let's go on a date. Okay, Donna, are you gonna pick me up and bring me there? Oh my God, I'm Kelso. That's Kelso. Just like he like falls in. Kelso's a Kramer. Big and Kramer inspo, which, you know, great character to draw from.
Oh my God, okay.
Didn't know we were going to be talking about my favorite show tonight.
Okay, stop it.
Wait, why? What am I doing?
No, is that 70s show is not your favorite show.
I know. They're all canceled except for Red.
No, he's
They're
canceled too.
Why?
Because he defended the guy who raped people.
Red's the father.
Yeah.
I didn't even know anyone even cared to ask him what he thought.
He wrote a letter. He wrote a letter. Ooh. Okay.
Okay. They're going to do that 70s show reunion, I heard, with everybody who's not canceled. So who do we got left? You like that? If they did, there would be Topher Grace, Kitty. She's Jerry's manager in Seinfeld.
She's in
Mila
Friends
Kunis,
too.
no. Ashton
No.
Kutcher, no.
No,
What about Donna's mom, who's the hot blonde?
I don't remember.
What about Donna's dad, who's the hot hairy guy? I don't think he's hot, but I think you think he's hot. Bob.
We should look up and see what he's done. You know he's done something.
He was on an
right?
episode of Marin.
Nice.
Mark.
I don't really remember the other characters.
There goes my reunion.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you don't have to say sorry. You can thank that loser.
Yeah.
We're not
All
even going to
those
say his name.
losers.
Ugh,
All
God.
those losers. Fuck that 70s show. Fuck Mike Birbiglia.
I don't know if they're on the same level. I mean, we just think he's lame, but you know, yeah, Danny loser ass is a schmuck. Yes, we hate him more for the crimes he did, and we hate Mike Birbiglia too.
Okay.
Wait, God, this is such a political episode. I feel like this is like a Mike Birbiglia special. No jokes. No, I'm kidding. I've been drinking a lot of Diet Pepsi lately and nothing else.
Oh my God.
Welcome to Flat Stomach.
You have to drink water.
What?
You have to drink water.
Nope, I'm going Joan Didion style.
You have to.
God, do you think I'm so glad Joan Didion? I'm so sad that she is gone, but I'm so glad she's not alive to see that Mike Birbiglia special. The pasty man. I'm just trying to prompt myself into doing. I didn't want to do an impression, but really, think about a real artist and then think about a fart. Fartist, yes. That term is reserved for fake producers and fake comedians.
Oh my God.
And what the hell was none it? Brett.
No.
I know. he basically has to as a gay man who's like 60 years old. And
Yeah. Okay. Do you think we're...
I think we're good. You know, I am happy about this episode.
Me too. Let's go listen to my partner's review of the end of the special.
Yeah, we can record it on the Zoom, right?
Okay. No.
We can put it on the Patreon episode.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for okay. Excuse me. Thanks for listening to Life's Been Pretty Good Lately. I'm Trini Summers.
And I'm Robert Garcia.
See you next week.
See you around the hat.
Around the hat?